What a tune, what a guitar player.
Yeah, Mark Knopfler, right? So we had this, you called it Chicken Pickin earlier.
Yeah.
It's kind of country influence.
Yeah, I think he was influenced a lot by Chet Atkins, I believe.
Mr. Guitar.
Of my limited history of Mark Knopfler, but yeah, I think he only used a pick for rhythm stuff, you know. But it definitely gave him that distinct sound. And for those, in case you have no idea what chicken picking is, but if you think there's your string, and then you put your finger and thumb on it. So if I'm there, so it's on like so, and then my thumb will pick the string, and then you get the and then your first finger will then pluck it up, and he'll do that kind of stuff, and then Dire Straits was influenced from Clapton, and Clapton got influenced by Dire Straits on the lay down kind of Sally stuff. But one great thing with Mark Knopfler is that he would incorporate arpeggios, wouldn't he?
Absolutely. Sultans of Swing's full of them.
Yeah, so we'll take, you know, a regular kind of Chuck Berry influence, kind of shape
D minor pentatonic.
D minor pentatonic. There he's got that F triad. There's your F major chord, and he's throwing all that stuff in it. Which isn't just... He does that as well, but those little order...
It's highlight... So a few things. It's highlighting the chord changes in the solo notes. For example, that part...
Yes.
Literally walking up what everyone will know is an A major bar chord, but an E-shaped bar. D minor.
Going back up to D minor.
And then little D shape there as well.
Yeah.
The C, you know, it's a C major chord shape. You'd think about this, but we got that little shape there. And they're the building blocks of the solo, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And then the licks that are a bit more minor pentatonic-y sort of colour it or fit in the gaps between after he's highlighted the chord or before he's just about to.
Yeah.
Combining that with this chicken picking thing. I mean, how do you recommend someone gets into it?
So obviously with picking, you can use a pick, you use your fingers, or you can do the hybrid picking or picking fingers.
So
and so
pick
I
on
was
the fingers like that, which I've done lessons on, so people
wicked.
will be familiar with it.
There'll be tags up the top. So I always started with picking fingers anyway.
You started?
Yeah. Cause my teacher, I remember I used to hold the pick like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh no, Mike, you're gonna wanna have your back three nails."
You're gonna want to use them.
And he had quite long fingernails. And I was like, "What do you mean, like, use your fingers? Like, that's what a pick's for. You don't use your fingers." And I'm so glad I kind of stuck with it. So, like, playing an A chord, I would do, like, the pick on the fifth string, and then kind of plucking those back three on the fourth, third, and second string.
Yeah.
So, you got that kind of sound. And, like, Eric Johnson will do stuff with high-powered amps going on, and you're getting cool kind of... big kind of BC sounds. So say you take shape 1 A minor, but then try this, so my thumb's on it and my first finger's on it. Oh, sorry.
Well, you made it a riff then. Nice. That's a very good exercise.
Yeah.
Coming back down would be interesting as well.
If you enjoy this video, why not check out the full range of courses available at andyguitar.co.uk. From total beginner to advanced, acoustic and electric guitar, we have structured lessons, exclusive song tutorials not available on YouTube, regular live lessons so you can get all the feedback you need. Try all of this for free with a 10-day free trial. The link to that is in the description. Let's get back to the video.
The money shot lick.
Oh, so that, yeah, so...
Let's do that.
I remember, I want to say a story of this very quickly. I remember my teacher, again, as I mentioned him, I remember learning this with the pick. I didn't know, this was 1998. Right, the dark days, and you know,
the glory days.
Yeah, the glory. Actually, I should say, Big Breakfast was on every morning. It was great. But yeah, so I didn't know anything about hybrid picking, playing with pick. No, I just thought you play with pick. So I remember like getting it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds awful.
That's not, well, it doesn't. It's just not the sound that we know.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And I didn't know about...
And you can think it might be a pedal, it might be the guitar, but it's actually with the fingers.
And I didn't know...
I think it makes it easier, because you kind of assign your thumb to string 2, first finger to string 1, right?
Well, of course, as well, we've got hammer-ons and pull-offs, so I didn't know about that either. I was just picking
all
I was just trying to pick every single note. So the thing, as soon as you know... So, okay, it's a bit more like it now.
Yeah, with the flick.
But there's still that... And I'm still... as I'm
that little slap and a pop, right?
Yes, a slap and a pop. There you go.
That's the bass player thing.
Yeah. So, with that, it's basically a D minor arpeggio again. Mr. Arpeggio. But when you go up to speed, so we've got 10 and 10 on the top 2 strings. And then we're pulling off 13 back to 10 on the first string. But when you go up to speed, you start getting a little bit the chicken pick come in there on that string.
Because it's just a little muted, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just your fingers grip the string a bit more, so it's going to sound a little bit like...
Yeah.
It's not as straight the pick will move across the strings quicker, right?
Yeah,
but your fingers hold on it and it sounds...
It gives it that...
It gives character, doesn't it?
Yeah, that kind of...
And it seems harder because, there's not a lot of gain on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's more kind of badass, right?
Mate,
there's nothing you're leaning on to.
You got your hands on the guitar to the tones.
You could do the same thing on acoustic. Basically.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what he started off. He was like a bluegrass kind of guy. I think which kind of shows of everything he does. But when you go up here, that's again what Andrew was saying about your arpeggio.
Just call me Andrew.
Did I say Andrew?
Yeah, I think I sound like I'm being told off.
Did I call you Andrew?
Yeah, he's insane.
My brother's called Andrew.
Oh, is he?
Because
he's Andy Bradley.
He's Andy, but I still call him Andrew. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I can't believe I did that. How dare call me Michael? Slap my wrist. Michael and Andrew today.
Yes, Michael.
Thank you, Andrew. And but yeah, so there, what Andy said, we got our arpeggio on that one, haven't we? You can hear that.
It's literally 3 notes that make up the chord, right?
Yeah. There's a B flat. All like that,
Yeah. Well, let's give it an up.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3.
One more, probably up to speed, so kind of 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're not warmed up, it's hard. It's like, I was running out of juice. It's a tough technique.
Finally, we found his limit, guys. Playing that over and over 20 times.
Basically, yeah, that throws me a bit. But it gives it such a cool character when you start throwing that stuff in.